Welcome to Ultra Prime Selections Incorporated. In today's video, we're taking on an exciting project, building a cost-efficient solar panel system, including its frame. It's perfect for those who want to save money, go green, and have a backup solution for when things get bad and embrace energy independence. Before we dive in, we've got an incredible offer for our viewers. If this video reaches 500,000 views before January 31st, 2025, gets 100,000 likes, and you share it on your social media platforms, one lucky viewer who shares, likes, and comments will win 2 free solar panels for their own system. So don't miss this opportunity. Watch, share, like, and comment. Let's talk about why a solar panel system is worth the investment. Did you know that over 500,000 households in North America experience power outages each year? And with rising energy costs and climate concerns, solar power isn't just an option. It's becoming a necessity. Solar power provides a sustainable, reliable, and eco-friendly solution. Plus, it's an excellent way to reduce your energy bills while contributing to a greener planet. And with portable systems like the one we're building today, you can take your energy independence wherever you go. Here's what you'll need to build this portable solar panel frame. Don't worry, we've also listed all these materials in the description below. Here is the material list. Wood components. For 4x4 pressure-treated lumber, you will need 4 pieces at 6 feet long, also known as 4x4 by 72. You would also need 2x6 by 120-inch pressure-treated wood. You would need 4 pieces. You would also need 2x4 by 72 inches. Again, you would need 4 pieces. Now you need fasteners and hardware. You would need the following: galvanized carriage bolts, washers, and nuts. We bought a few boxes of 100 of each. Just in case, especially if you're clumsy like we sometimes can be. Now you would need solar panel mounting brackets, 10 sets. If your panels did not include the brackets, if your panels come with brackets, you can skip buying this item. Now the tools you're going to need to have on hand. Yep, you might have an excuse to go and update your toolbox. The tools you're going to need to start and complete this job is as follows: circular saw, power drill, and socket wrench, measuring tape, level, clamps, adjustable feet or wheels for portability, and let's not forget safety goggles, gloves, and dust mask. Now let's get to the fun part. Building the frame. Here's a simplified step-by-step guide. For a more detailed version, check out the description below. Take 2 4x4 posts and cut them to 6 feet each. These will serve as the vertical supports. Then cut 2 2x6 beams to 10 feet each for the horizontal base. Then we assemble the base frame. Lay the 2 4x4s parallel to each other, spaced 8 feet apart. Attach the 2x6 beams horizontally across the top and bottom using L brackets and galvanized screws. This forms a sturdy rectangle. Make sure to use a level to ensure the frame is straight before tightening all screws. Now let's get to step 2, adding the diagonal braces. Let's cut the braces. We will now need to cut 2 2x4 pieces to 6 feet each. These will act as diagonal braces to stabilize the frame. Attach one diagonal brace from the bottom corner of the frame to the opposite top corner. Repeat on the other side. Use screws and L brackets for secure fastening. Now we need to double check that the braces are tight and the frame doesn't wobble. Now step 3, let's create the panel mounts. Let's mark the mounting points. Measure and mark the positions for the solar panel brackets along the top of the 2x6 beam. Space them evenly to accommodate 10 panels in 2 rows of 5. Double check to make sure. Once done, let's attach the mounting brackets. Secure the solar panel mounting brackets to the marked positions using bolts and washers. Ensure they are aligned properly to hold the panels securely. Now step 4, add portability features. Install adjustable feet. Attach adjustable feet to the bottom corners of the frame to level it on uneven ground. Or you can, and this is optional, but would be required if you were planning on moving the system around. So if you want your frame to be mobile, replace the feet with heavy-duty caster wheels. Ensure they have locking mechanisms to keep the frame stationary when needed. Now step 5, mounting the solar panels. Now let's carefully lift each solar panel and place it onto the mounting brackets. Start with the bottom row, and let's secure the panels. Use the provided clamps or bolts to secure each panel to the brackets. Tighten them snugly, but avoid over-tightening to prevent damage. Align the panels. Make sure all panels are aligned evenly for a clean, professional look. And most importantly, do not stand on the solar panels. Now that your solar panels are mounted, let's figure out how to connect them to your battery system. First, let's determine how much emergency energy your home needs. Let's calculate your power needs. Here's an example of typical household appliances and their wattage requirements. Refrigerator, 400 watts continuous running, higher at startup. Freezer, 300 watts, continuous running, higher at startup. Lights, 5 LED bulbs times 15 watts equals 75 watts. Modem/router, 10 watts. Phone charger, 10 watts. Microwave, 1000 watts, used briefly. Furnace blower, 800 watts. Water pump, 1000 watts. Fan or portable heater, fan, 50 to 100 watts, heater, 1500 watts. Total estimated usage, 4000 watts. Now let's talk batteries. Now with solar systems, they say you need these high-end batteries. However, with our system, and we've been using it for just over a year now, we use standard car batteries to save on some of the costs. The batteries we used are 800 cca batteries, which is equivalent to 110 amp hours per battery. Yes, many people will say this setup is not worth it. However, we've been testing it, using it, and it works just fine. Also note the batteries we bought are used and paid them $50 each on average. To calculate the required capacity, divide your total wattage by your battery system's voltage, usually 12 volts, 24 volts, or 48 volts. For example, for a 4000-watt system using 12V batteries, 4000 watts divided by 12 volts equals 333 amp hours. Ensure your batteries provide slightly more capacity than your calculation for safety. A 12-volt system might require 3 120 amp hour batteries connected in parallel. You'll need batteries capable of storing enough energy for your usage. Now let's connect the panels to the charge controller. Connect the positive and negative terminals of your solar panels to the input terminals on the charge controller. Ensure the connections are secure. Now let's connect the charge controller to batteries. Using the appropriate cables, connect the charge controller's output terminals to the battery terminals, positive to positive, negative to negative. And make sure to double-check all connections to ensure there are no loose wires. Now let's connect the inverter. Option 1. Direct connection for simple use. Connect the inverter directly to the batteries. Attach the positive cable from the inverter to the positive battery terminal and the negative cable to the negative terminal. Ensure the inverter is sized correctly to handle the total wattage of your appliances. Plug your appliances directly into the inverter and test the system. Now let's talk about option 2. Connecting to a breaker subpanel. This is the option we went with. Step 1. Install a transfer switch near your main or subpanel. Step 2. Run appropriate gauge wires from the inverter's output terminals to the transfer switch input terminals. Use a conduit for safety if the wires need to run a significant distance. Step 3. Connect the output terminals of the transfer switch to the subpanel breaker box. Step 4. Label the circuits in the subpanel that are connected to the solar system for clarity. Step 5. Turn on the transfer switch and test the system to ensure power flows correctly to the designated circuits. Safety tip: always turn off the main power to the panel before making any connections and consult a licensed electrician for complex setups. While completing this job, make sure the power is turned off and the inverter is not connected to the batteries. Now, let's test your system. Power up the charge controller and inverter. Monitor the system to ensure the panels are charging the batteries and the inverter is supplying power. Use a multimeter to verify voltage and current levels. And there you have it, a fully functional solar panel system, including the frame and connections. You're now ready to enjoy reliable, renewable energy. Don't forget to share this video, hit that like button, and comment below for your chance to win. If this video hits 500,000 views before January 31st, 2025 and 100,000 likes, we'll pick one lucky viewer to receive 2 free solar panels. Thanks for watching Ultra Prime Selections Incorporated. Subscribe for more innovative DIY projects and how-to guides so you're ready for anything. We are also including links to the solar panels and other items we used in the description.